November is for chilling.
It is for chilling. You're so right.
Ohio is for lovers, and November is for chilling.
It's Ohio for lovers.
I never understood that song.
All I know about Ohio is that if you travel like the most direct like road through Ohio to get to wherever you're going, you will pass by a big sign that says "Hell is real." Hi, welcome to Two Lacquered Ladies, the podcast about nail polish and nail art by the ladies who stream it. I'm Stephanie, aka Fanatic here on every social media platform that matters. I'm an unprofessional nail artist, and I like to make fan art on my nails.
Howdy, my name is Danny, and you can find me as Danny Shout online. I'm a science educator by day and a nail art hobbyist by night. On stream, I like to create scenes with themes on my nails.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hello. Hi
Hello.
there. Salutations.
I love when people say salutations because I think it makes me think of Charlotte's Web.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. It's a good movie. I was obsessed, I think I've told you this before, with pig movies when I was a child. I don't even like pigs, is the weird thing. Like, they're fine, but like I'm not wild about pigs. But Wilbur from Charlotte's Web, and then we have Babe.
Yeah.
I watched Babe like on repeat until the VHS wore out. And then there was another one called Gordy. It was my least favorite, but I was into pigs at the time, so it was still in the lineup, even though I didn't really like it that much.
It was enough.
It was enough. Yeah, there was a pig in
it.
This'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do,
pig.
I still love Babe though. Like it's that's a good movie. Good weird movie.
Yeah, Babe is very weird, but they did a really good job in Babe of making the animals talk with their mouths without making it absolutely the worst thing you've seen.
Yes, which is that's hard to do. And the animals were like mean. Like real farm animals would be. You know what I mean? It was a very good balance of like okay for kids, but also hey kids, real life sucks and real life is hard and like you're gonna have bullies.
Pig movies, I think because the basis of many pig movies is you've got to do this or else you will be eaten.
Yes. That is the through plot line.
They do tend to be real. Like oh man, I'm sure when I was really little, I saw Charlotte's Web and didn't sob. But I would say like age 7 up, I always sobbed at the end.
Always. Every time. I was like, kill the pig and keep the spider. No, Wilbur's great, but
well, the spider, she just naturally has to,
for some reason. It's so cruel. There's this story. I think it was on Radiolab of these scientists. They were studying something deep in the ocean, and they were studying something completely different, but what they noticed on their way down was a female octopus with her eggs, and she's doing her thing, and if you know anything about octopus is that the female will sacrifice eating, sleeping, everything to sit there and take care of her eggs, so she kind of sacrifices herself by the time they're hatching. So these scientists are going down, they're again studying something completely different that I've totally forgotten about. It was because I was all focused on the octopus, and like for 2 years she was there fanning her eggs and stuff. Like I guess there wasn't a lot of studies on like how long some species of octopus like fan their eggs or whatever, and then they say that like one day they went down there and she just wasn't there anymore, and I sobbed because it just brought back all those Charlotte feelings from Charlotte's Web. I was like, where'd she go? No. Like, I don't know, I feel It frustrates me that there's so many cases in nature where females will sacrifice themselves for their offspring. I know it's what you do in nature, but like it's not fair.
I agree. There are though many cases where the male either gets eaten or like in one of my favorite animals, the anglerfish, the male just fuses to the female and becomes a pair of gonads.
That's wild. Anglerfish have it figured out. You want to talk about female superiority.
Female empowerment.
The empowerment. It's the anglerfish.
Just get a pair of gonads, fuse to your skin, and
you use them whenever you want them.
Yeah, just whenever you need it.
That's pretty wild. Anyway, it's a nail polish podcast.
Yes, it is. I bet you weren't thinking about pigs and spiders and octopuses when you clicked on this, but you should have been, because this is two lacquered ladies, which I'd like to point out. We say it's a nail polish podcast, but it's not. The title does not. The title suggests we're wearing nail polish.
Yeah, and that's about it. Which I'm not actually right now. I'm not even living up to the title.
Dang!
I know. It's because I wanted to stream this morning, and then other things happened, and now I'm just sitting here with naked nails, and it's dangerous. I tell you what, I need to get some polish on these things.
You're sitting here in the nude. But yeah, how have you been, Danny? Though you completely didn't even do the "How are you?" check-in.
I know. I was avoiding it because, like, I'm okay. You know, it's that time of the year. I think I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot, but like I'm just getting through it. I'm just trying to get myself to Thanksgiving break so that I can sleep for like 3 solid days.
I'm so looking forward to that for you.
Yeah. Weekends are just way too short. I definitely need a day where I don't do hardly anything, and it's turned into Saturdays where yesterday we got up, we had some breakfast, and we went back to bed. And then we did that a couple more times because that's just, we're tired. Teachers are tired.
Sounds like a very Hobbit-like life, since if I take what you say literally, you got up and had breakfast several times.
Yeah, it's a very Hobbit-esque vibe, and I do enjoy it, but it is at the sacrifice of getting anything done.
Well, you did get something done. You relaxed. Yes,
that's true. That's true. But I have a test and a quiz due today, and it's a lot. I don't remember if I updated you on Raver, though. So his results did come back positive for cancer. Yeah, but the doctor said that we just need to get him an ultrasound like every couple months to just kind of keep an eye on things. And as of right now, like, there's nothing that we need to do, and he's fine. He's eating normal. He's acting normal. He's got his energy back. So
is his butt normal?
It's still a little weird back there, but it's clean. It's not leaking anymore. So thumbs up for that. He doesn't have to wear his diapers anymore.
My mom's dog's not fixed because she's a show dog. And so she occasionally wears diapers as well.
Yeah, it's a thing. Hey, Stephanie, how are you?
I'm all right. Like, things have been very, very strange, and I've been very, very busy. Just briefly, I had a pretty bad run-in with a doctor, and so I've been kind of trying to deal with that. But I'm okay.
Okay.
Like, I'm, like, what happened wasn't okay, but I'm okay. And yeah, I've just, it's just been kind of like medical problem after medical problem after medical problem. So we'll just see how that goes in the future. But the good news is I'm taking care of me. I'm trying to do everything I can to just, like, keep on ticking and stuff. Like, luckily, I don't think I'm going to stop ticking anytime soon.
Okay. Good, you're not allowed.
I'm not going to die ever, so don't worry about it. I am immortal.
My husband and I like to have that conversation every now and then of, like, would you rather be immortal or invincible? Because, like, immortal implies that you are still going to have problems and they're just going to be forever. And I'm like, I don't know about that.
I don't really want either, to be honest. I would love to be like, I would love to be like invincible until I decide to not be.
Right? Like an off button.
Invincible and immortal, because, like, A, I'm not sure I want to live past everyone I love. Mm-hmm. And B, what if someone throws me in a volcano?
Right?
All right?
Right?
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't want to deal with that.
No. Wasn't there an episode of that Doctor Who spinoff, Torchwood, where, like, nobody can die anymore and it's just, like, absolutely horrific?
I don't know, but yeah, it just sounds awful to live with every little injury, every little sickness, like stuff is chronic, man.
Yeah, no, I think I'll live slow, die whenever.
Yeah.
Like those sloth shirts.
Yes. They got it right.
But yeah, so it's been kind of tough. I've been having to prioritize a lot of different things differently. So this month I really wanted to start my second channel on YouTube. Okay, it'd be my like fourth or fifth channel on YouTube. However, most of my YouTube channels, so like 2 out of the 3 of my YouTube channels that are just mine and mine alone are archive channels. One of them is gaming stuff, which like I might upload. And let me know, because like Dragon Age is one of my favorite games, and I've been wanting to upload a playthrough of Dragon Age where I play my canon Inquisitor, because I don't like streaming games, because then I take these really long tangents and then people are just staring at the character not moving forever. And I just don't feel like I can like show anybody the emotional gravity of the game. But I think it'd be fun to upload some Let's Plays of my favorite like story-based games, so that people can experience them if they want to at their own pace with me, and not have to play them if they don't want to play them.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to watch 24 hours of me playing Dragon Age Inquisition, I wouldn't be uploading this to like become a gaming YouTuber. I would literally just be uploading this for people who want it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to start that new channel, and I ended up having to just kind of like put that on the back burner because I have big Halloween plans.
Yes, you do.
And they're going to have happened by the time this comes out.
So you can reveal all. It's so exciting.
Oh God, how do I even reveal all?
I mean, it is going to be more of a visual experience. So
yeah. If you are listening to this should be coming out the Wednesday after Halloween, so this should have happened yesterday. So if you want the full experience, go to my VOD on Twitch and watch the first like 15 minutes. And then I have no idea, like, I have not done this yet. I have no idea what it's going to be like after that. Like, I haven't even decided if I'm doing nails. I haven't even decided like what I am doing, but yeah, spoiler alert, if you want to go see what it is, go to my channel right now and go watch the VOD. But I am going to be dressing up as everybody's favorite boy.
Yes! Yes. The ultimate, it has all been building to this.
It really has. And I'm so curious. I need to like ask afterwards, like, how many of you all knew what I was going to do? How many of you all guessed appropriately how it was going to go? Because for those of you who are just like, I'm not going to watch that, Stephanie. Basically the plan is that there are 2 costumes. One of them is for me and one of them is for Xtina, my doll. So baby Bromsey, of course, is going to be Xtina. She is going to be, and if you haven't, spoilers for the boy, I'm sorry, that's just what you gotta live with here. Go watch The Boy 2016 or live with the spoilers, I'm sorry. But Xtina's going to be baby Bromsey, the little Broms doll. I'm going to be big Kool-Aid Man Bromsey with chest hair that busts out of the wall. Even more Kool-Aid Man in the movie because I am very rotund. But the best part is, in my opinion, is that I'm not just dressing up as Brahms from The Boy. I'm specifically dressing up as my mouse pad of Brahms. Because I've got some boobies on me, and so does the mouse pad. So I will be doing, or I did do, as of now, it's will be. When you hear this, I did.
So funny, the little time warp we do with the podcast.
Right. I will be doing like chest hair on my cleavage. on my shapely cleavage. It's either I bought a chest wig, so it's either going to have been the chest wig, or I also bought crepe hair. If you don't know what crepe hair is, it's like used in theater to make like hyper realistic beards and stuff, and you use it with kind of like a glue basically called spirit gum, and you just kind of like very carefully place it. So my goal is to do crepe hair chest. And then I have some other ways of making the beard and stuff like that. I'm probably not going to do a crepe hair beard. Husbando keeps joking whenever we tell somebody in our real life, like, that I'm doing this costume. They're always like, how are you going to do the hair? And he's always like, oh, I'm going to cut off my beard.
And just...
Yeah. Which if it worked, it would be incredible. But... unfortunately it won't. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm hoping to do, I was like thinking like, oh man, I really want to do these like kind of magic tricks with the doll where I move the doll around the space or whatever. And I was like, but how do I do that? But how could I do that? And I'm like, Stephanie, you can record things.
Oh yeah.
I could just play a video and be sitting here as Brahms the whole time. And of course I have 2 masks. I have one that is weathered and I have one that is regular. I like the regular one a lot more, but I will probably wear the weathered one.
Okay.
For the complete look. I still haven't completely decided, but I'm so excited. If everything goes as planned, I'm going to try to do a photo shoot. I'm going to try to give everybody high-res images so you can weird out anybody looking over your shoulder in a computer lab or on your phone.
Make sure you take at least 12 so that we can sell calendars at some point.
Oh my God, Danny. Oh my God.
Just saying. That'd be great.
Okay, it would be. Maybe I'll have. Why did you do this to me?
Because it's a great idea, and you're
right. I should absolutely do it. I should absolutely sell Brahmsy calendars. Yes. Me as Brahmsy calendars. Oh my goodness. What am I going to do for my birthday, for my birth month? Our birth month.
Yes. April Aries season.
Yes.
Well, that's got to be the action shot of you busting out of a fake wall somewhere, somehow.
Oh man. Well, keep your eyes peeled towards January, I suppose, to see if we put these on sale.
I just pictured a little desk calendar I have at school and the kids walking by and being like, what the?
What is that? You're like, that's just my friend.
It's my best friend.
Yeah. That's my BFF, Brahmsy.
Doing her thing.
No, I do think that busting out of the wall for April is perfect because that is how it happened. That is how the birthing happened. So yeah, if you have any ideas of what I should do that night for my nails, tell me in the past, please. Go back in time and be like, I think. So I've already done 2 of the boy nail sets. Mm-hmm. How many more I guess I could do so many more.
You could do so many more. You could also do bloody bowling alley carpet nails because I love that idea.
There is one reason I have not locked that in, actually. Because I did. I mean, I am going to do that this season, for sure. That's happening. It might even happen tonight. I don't know. That is for sure happening this season. The only reason I'm not yes, we're doing it is because I'm going to be wearing the costume.
Yeah.
But he does get some blood on him. So even if I got some blood on me, would it be that bad? Would it be that bad? Doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm super stoked about bloody bowling alley carpet.
I like it.
Cause yeah, I did a bloody checkerboard floor
they look
pattern
cool.
the other day.
They look very cool.
Thank you.
Did you do that? I missed the stream. Did you do with the bobby pin method?
I did.
That's the trick. I don't know if y'all out there in the audience have tried doing the splatter nail technique where you blow through a straw. Not worth it. Absolutely horrible. Use a bobby pin as a bubble blower.
Yeah, and you still gotta You gotta engage the diaphragm on those blows, though. It's not like blowing through a bubble wand. It's like you're like you gotta like really huff one out. But yeah, these have been some of my favorite Halloween nails I've ever done. But like, Danny, what Halloween nails have you done this season?
I've been following the Glam Nails Challenge prompt, and I actually just redid one of my favorite Halloween nails of all time, which is a little graveyard mani for a pet cemetery, and I make little animal ghosts, and I use glow-in-the-dark polish to fill them in, so they're clear. They're like see-through on in regular lighting, and then they glow in the dark, and they're adorable, and I love them, and I left them on for like a whole week because I couldn't let them go. But yeah, I've done some black cats and some skulls, and like it's been a very like traditional Halloween themes this month, and I'm enjoying it. It's nice.
I feel like this Halloween has really felt like very traditional Halloween.
Yeah.
From the Holo Taco collection and the Kelli collection, just like classic, even vintage Halloween vibes have really been happening, and I'm digging it too.
I'm digging it. Oh, I did finally open up the Kelli collab on Friday the 13th.
Yes!
It finally happened, and I love it. Well, I love most of it.
Yeah.
I will admit, I tried the top coat that came with it. I forget what they called it, like glosser or something. Yeah, it was awful. Sorry, Orly. I let it dry for quite a while, and then I went and lived my life, and then like it was all scratched up. I was like, oh, that did nothing. Sorry.
That did nothing.
And then the matte black, I will probably never use, but like I appreciate the bottle and it looks nice. I wish it wasn't a full size because I'm never gonna use it. But thanks, Orly. It's here. Everything else was awesome though.
The only Orly top coat I've ever used that I have liked at all has been in a Snap, which is their quick dry / UV protective one. They also have another quick dry that's not, quote, UV protected. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, my nails are not going to stay on long enough, and I will not be in the sun long enough for them to fade.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, particularly me. Some people might stay out in the sun long enough for their nails to fade, but if I'm in the sun for longer than, like, 1 minute, then I'm just like, no.
Time to go. Yep. No, that was me. That was me this morning. It was cool for a little while there down here in Texas, and now it's hot and muggy. Absolutely disgusting outside. So I walk outside and I go, nope. I go right back inside. Looking at my Orly top coats, I like Shining Armor.
Oh.
It works pretty good. I don't usually use it on my nails, but I do use it on like my swatch dots and things like that because it does dry nice and shiny. So yeah, Orly top coats, Orly base coats. Bonder is the best. Like, and I like their nail treatments. So Orly's a bottom. That's my conclusion.
Oh man, don't tempt me with an episode title. No, you're right though. You're absolutely right. Yeah, they do not excel in the toppers, and I too use a few of my Orleys as swatch stick toppers. Because that's what you do.
That's what you do. You don't
your
throw
bad
them away.
top coats. Yeah.
Yeah.
There are other things to do. Yeah, that part I didn't like. Well, okay, I didn't even try the topper, but I'm sure I won't like it.
Yeah.
And I don't care enough to try. Yeah, I won't. Of course, I think the star of the show and what everybody wishes were bigger are the minis.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, my favorite mini, I mean, okay, so the minis, spoiler alert, but we're done with October. If you haven't finished this yet, this is your own problem.
It's your own problem.
Yeah. But like all of the minis were remixes of old stuff, except for perhaps Cookies and Screams.
Yeah, I don't know what this would be a remix of. If it is, but it's absolutely delightful. It
but
really
I love
does look
it.
Like cookies and cream. I want to bite it so bad.
And that's a glow in the dark, and it works so good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Orly's got glow in the dark in the bag. It's so good. And so does Holo Taco. So I used the Holo Taco glow in the dark because I finally got my hands on it. I missed it last year. And it glows nice. It doesn't last super, super long. But like it charges up really fast. So you can just recharge it and then it's good to go. But yeah, we've got Neon Dystopia, Walking Nightmare, Chrysalis, and Haunted Symphony that would all be wonderful to see in full-size bottles.
Yeah.
I would probably rebuy them.
My favorite of the group, even though Haunted Symphony is Synthetic Symphony, and don't get me wrong, I was screaming, crying, throwing up about that. And that was the one that I was like, I noticed that Chrysalis was a take on Metamorphosis.
Mm-hmm.
Then I noticed that Waking Nightmare was a take on Dreamers Awake. And then I was like, I swear to God, if there is one of these for Synthetic Symphony, I'm going to lose it. And that was the day that I opened it. And I was like, I just said!
It's there.
It's
gorgeous.
there.
But yeah, which one's your favorite, if not Haunted Symphony?
Chrysalis, by far.
Okay, yeah, no, Chrysalis is... Well, yeah, you said you like it actually more than Metamorphosis, which is... scandalous.
And it's a pastel.
Yeah, who are you?
What have I done with me?
I don't blame you though. It's gorgeous. I'm looking at it right now. Something about copper shimmer in like a tealish blue background. Give me copper blocks in Minecraft, but make it nail polish.
Yeah. I think that is what it is. It looks so antique. It does look like a patinaed copper, and I like one of my first pickup polishes I bought was called Patina, and was a like patinaed copper. It was for the elements. It was like a patinaed copper look, and so sell me on copper patina any day. Apparently,
yeah. Apparently, it's what we like.
It was great. The other things that though I didn't love, I didn't love the tools.
Nah, we already have those tools and they're kind of basic, but you know, if you are a pure Kelli fan and you just collect nail polish for the sake of polish, you might not have these tools and stuff, and this might be your first like foray. Into foray.
Not a four-way, Danny. Get your mind out of the gutter.
I can't. I've been reading this really hot webtoon. Anyway. That's how I've been relaxing, is just reading just the most cliche, like, they're not good, but they make me happy. Romance webtoons.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
I've been writing fan fiction to unwind, which is pretty much the same thing as you, but from the opposite end.
Yeah. We're both getting to the same place.
We really are. The place is a four-way.
Anyway, I can't figure out what I'm trying to say about these tools. They're fine.
I think what you're trying to say is if you don't have tools, they're tools that maybe you can use.
Yeah, they're good, like, first time tools. I never really understood these kind of bigger nail art brushes. Like, I don't know what they're supposed to be for besides painting swatch dots on things. Because that's what I use them for. But I have never had, like, a bad experience with Orly tools. So, you know, they're fine.
Yeah, they just feel really light. That's the big thing for me, is that and I don't feel like they're gonna stand up to acetone. If anybody who makes tools is listening right now, if you make a tool that doesn't stand up to acetone, I don't hate you, because like I don't have many choices, so therefore I like kind of can't.
But don't.
But please, like, okay, I know you want a pretty clean-up brush with, like, crystals inside and all that jazz. I use the K&I Weed Whacker. That has the crystal thing.
Yeah.
But, oh my goodness, as soon as it finds a cotton pad, it's ruined.
Yeah. And the crystal thing triggered me because I had a brush from a company who shall not be named right now that broke, and those suckers went everywhere. And I'm like, why are these not glued in? Like, why is this not glued together? So I trust that Orly's tools will not literally fall apart on me. But yes, I also am scared to get acetone near the little logo, which, I mean, it's just a little logo on it. It's not like they're very decorated, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they're a fun purple color, but I don't know, man. If you need a dotting tool, hit me up, because I got too many dotting tools now. And
right?
magnets.
Right. I know the thing that exploded on you, because it also exploded on me.
Yep.
And I think it exploded on pretty much everybody who got that, which was a lot of people.
Yeah.
Which it was an experience.
Crystals everywhere.
Anyway, if you have not guessed, Danny and I are having, like, we have bought a lot recently.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling, and I feel like I talked about this on a podcast not too long ago. Maybe we're just always going to go back to this.
Mm-hmm.
A little burnt out with polish purchasing.
Yeah.
Specifically specialty polishes.
Yes. I'm going to diss a little on Holo Taco because I'm loyal and I love them and I have to buy everything they put out because that's who I am as a person. It's the law, but I did not need more magnetics for the birthday polish release. Like, they're pretty and they're cool. Like, they're literal cat eye magnetics because they're after, Christine's cats, but it's more magnetics. That I'll never wear.
I saw those and I was like, that's the coolest idea for a magnetic I've ever seen. I will never buy those, but thank you for your service.
Thank you for putting it out there in the world.
I mean, the thing is, like, so I just before we started, I was like, Danny, I'm going to share my screen because you're going to come along on a journey with me where I finally buy this set of foils from ILNP that I have wanted for like a year now. I wanted their bright metallic foils because they are a foil formula. So these are like very, very dense metallic flakes.
Yeah.
That it's almost a chrome effect, except for it's like not chrome because you can't really do chrome on your nails.
No.
Like, even when,
maybe in powder form.
I was just about to correct myself.
Yeah.
It's the closest thing that you can really get, in my opinion, to a chrome finish that's not powder, but it's still not a chrome finish, but it is like a heavily metallic finish.
Yes, they're very cool looking, especially in those bright, almost neonish colors. Like, very cool. Very vibrant.
Yeah. I so rarely see foils in any color except for metal colors.
Yeah.
And ILNP, which is one of those companies, like ILNP I have huge respect for a very similar reason I have huge respect for Holo Taco. They don't tend to go overboard on, like, the mix-ins.
Yeah.
And not to say that, like literally no shade to everybody who does go overboard on the mix-ins. Like, Cuticula is absolutely one of my favorite brands, and, like, their mix-in level is over 9,000. Everything
goes in that polish. Everything at once.
And somehow it is harmonious and just gorgeous and wonderful. But we're nail artists. Mm-hmm. And so when we buy a specialty polish that's more than just like a linear holo, a foil, something like that, there's a good chance it's going to be used maybe once a year, maybe less.
Yeah, and it's going to be a background.
Yeah, it's going to be a background, or like, Nikki's Nails, like, she's really big on getting polishes that have special names and then doing manis based around the name.
I do like that.
Yeah, I love that. But at the same time, she's like still only using those polishes one at a time, whereas all of our creams and stuff, like, Danny, you were talking about some of your Orlys.
Yes, I have my Orly rack up here next to me, and I keep, right now, I have them organized by collection, which is something I think I need to redo because, frankly, I just need to have my creams up there that I use for nail art and put all the specialties away in a drawer somewhere. But yeah, I have our favorite Off-White Sussy Nas PS Blank. Up here next to our polish of the year, was that last year? Metamorphosis, which is that gorgeous, like, coppery, shimmer. And the fill lines are dramatic. There is so much less sassiness past blank. Even though it's kind of a boring off-white, it's because it's so useful compared to Metamorphosis, which is a gorgeous color. But yeah, I've only worn it a couple of times because it really, has to be kind of worn as a full manicure. There's not a whole lot of nail art you can do with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, even, so, like, Synthetic Symphony is more of a niche color. The cool toned purple Synthetic Symphony from Orly. But still, because it is my favorite purple, and because it is a very good cream, whenever I reach for a purple, I'm like, oh, will Synthetic Symphony work? So the fill line is, like, very low on that one. And that's not the same. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, the lowest fill line I have on a specialty polish.
Yeah, let me take a look here. I mean, well, to be honest, it is Scattered Hollow Taco for me, but that's a topper. You know what I mean? I could just sprinkle that over things and, like, ta-da.
I agree that is technically a specialty polish. However, I think that for our case, it's a basic.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at my Hollow Tacos and maybe some of my Orleys, like, at what actual specialty full, like, opaque formula have I used the most? Do linears count? I don't think so. There's not enough stuff in them.
No, because you would use that for reverse painting. I think the answer is that if you would thoughtlessly grab it for reverse painting, then no.
Yeah.
Because there are some, like, specialty polishes, like, I've definitely used a few of Plus Life Lacquered specialty polishes for reverse painting, and they've turned out really nice. Mm-hmm. But it needs to be something, like, I feel like a basic versus a specialty is, like, I would use it over my nail art, like Scattered Hollow Taco. Like, that's the one you do use over nail art because it doesn't obscure the background. Mm-hmm. Or would I reverse paint with it?
Right. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know.
I have an idea for mine. I just need to find it.
Yeah, I'd have to go digging through my drawers, to be honest, because just looking at my racks, like, honestly, all the specialty polishes, I barely see a fill line, which, that's crazy.
I think I was correct, because I was like, if there is a specialty polish, actually, okay, there's 2 specialty polishes.
I'm going to take a peek in my drawer. Hang on. I'm very curious.
Dang, you could squat. I'm so, like, jealous.
Oh. I genuinely think I would have to sit there for hours and, like, compare them to find it, and so it's not obvious enough, you know what I mean? Oh, there's yours, yes.
Well, this one, okay, this one I can see the fill line, but, like, okay, so I have 2 polishes here. One of them is Wildberry West by Cirque, which I can see a little tiny fill line in. Okay. But more impressive, of course, is Never Sleep Again by Cuticula. Which, like, if it's not my favorite in my heart, it's definitely, like, numerically my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The data confirms. I was just looking at my Dust to Dust collection or something, but, like, yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah, see, I would even consider Dust to Dust, like, not, because that's still, I feel like that's still a component polish.
Yeah, that's true.
That I think that that might be the separation. It's like fashion polish versus component polish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, I feel like I just have so many fashion polishes and so many component polishes.
We have a lot of polish.
We have a lot of polish. But like, I feel like I should be focusing more on the component polishes.
Yeah. Which is why I'm excited that I haven't opened it yet, but I got my Orly Color Pass for winter. Have you opened yours?
I did. I opened it on stream.
Oh, okay. Was it mostly creams? Like, go ahead and spoil it for me.
Okay, yeah. All right, okay. I loved it. It wasn't one of those, like, I would not say contender for collection of the year. But everything in it was really great. So we had 4 creams.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Oh, and one of them is the main blood on my yeah. I love it. It is like this neutral toned red called, I think, Velvet Ribbon. And it is just, well, okay, it's really orange to you right now.
Yeah.
But not to me. But like I don't even know like what I want. It's actually going to tie in later. It's a somewhat Suspiria red. It just looks like, it's what you think of when you think of like a really classic, not like candy apple,
right?
But like your grandma's red nail polish. And this is actually a very grandma in a good way collection.
Okay, good. And that's what I was like, I rely on Orly Color Pass for the component polishes.
Yeah.
Orly's really good about sending like good creams, useful, like they can use any time of the year. So that's awesome. I'm excited.
And speaking of component polishes, the other one that they sent that I think is an incredible component polish. Well, I think all the creams have their place. All the creams absolutely have their. God damn it! This stupid light. I'm just trying to make it so you can see things. This is a massive, like, rose gold flaky topper.
Ooh, I love rose gold. Okay, yes,
it's incredible. This one is called Spark.
Okay.
And I think that this is going to be great.
Yes. I'm ready for vintage everything the rest of the year, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I'm ready for vintage Thanksgiving and a vintage Christmas. Let's do it.
The Orly Breathable line collection that just came out is very vintage Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I don't usually get the breathable collections, but I really like the colors I saw, so I might go ahead and get that.
Both of them this year I want to buy eventually. They had Sweet Retreat for the spring to summer, and that one, if you can't afford or don't want to buy the Mooncat Technicolor Dreams collection, I think that that's a very close second in vibes.
Yes, and you get a lot more polish.
Yeah, you get a lot more polish. This one is Regal Pine, and it is just a perfect pine green. 2 coaters on me. These were all 2 coaters on me.
Okay.
And I take many coats. So if it's a 2 coater on me,
the coat of many colors came into my mind for some reason, and it's definitely the mini coats.
I'm like, you're tempting me to sing Joseph now.
Sorry.
When the mood strikes, it's hard to stop it. Also came with a teal that is much cooler toned and darker than, I mean, it's really hard for you to see here, but this is In Full Plume from Wild Natured. And so I thought, like, but is it going to be just like In Full Plume? It's not at all.
No, that's a that is so, I'm just seeing vintage Christmas cards when I look at those colors, and I put it on my nails. Yes.
And then the one, like, okay, well, there's this one, which is like exactly in that grandma color vibe.
Oh yeah, that's grandma.
Like kind of like a magenta, but red, but pink, but whatever. It's also covered in blood splatter because, but this was a 2 coater. It is an incredible formula. If I had a grandma to give it to, give it right to my grandma and be like, you're gonna love this.
You're gonna love this. That's right. That's for you. That's a toe color.
Yeah,
that's a toe color, but beautiful toe color.
And the last one, they also gave us a special extra, which I'll just let you, because they say it's like a sneak peek at something later.
Ooh, okay.
Really hope it's not like in a collection later, so then I have to decide if I, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If I'm gonna buy the collection. And then there's Snow Angel, which is this beautiful, very, very light, like robin's egg blue.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Oh, I can see snow manis already. Because we don't get snow around here, so the only snow I get is on my nails.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. I'm excited.
I would never buy this on my own, so when I saw it, I was very excited because I was like, thank you!
Yes! No, that's my problem too. Like, I go shopping and the specialty polishes are so cool and I want to buy them, and then I get them and I'm like, oh, this is so cool. Let me put it in my drawer and never use it. Like... Where's that cream I just got in Color Pass? Like, that's what keeps happening. So yeah, I agree with the burnout of shopping. So I've just kind of been avoiding my emails. Like, I'm not even opening the advertisement emails or Instagram. I'll just scroll a little faster past the brands because I don't want to know. I don't want to know what I'm missing out on, because it's okay to miss out on a few.
It absolutely is. And I think it's even kind of, I don't know, I think it's just kind of fun to see the shopping diversity of the group.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who bought what, why'd they buy it. Have you ever thought about destashing, Danny?
I have thought about destashing, yes. I don't know. I attempted it once, and I sold some of my old stamping polishes from Clear Jelly Stamper. And I tried to sell, like, my gel polishes, but I don't know, trying to figure out how to, like, ship it to people for a reasonable cost of shipping something as heavy as nail polish. It was just, I don't know, it was a lot. So I've got to learn more about destashing before I try it again.
Quality Nails, Stacy, she does a lot of destashing. She's like, so I'm curious as to her tips on how to ship.
Yeah.
But yeah, what would you destash? If you were, if it wasn't, if you could just make it happen easy.
If I could just make it happen. Oh man, there's a lot of, honestly, there's a lot of polish pickup polishes that I have bought, and I don't need that many. I love them though. So, you know, like, it's hard with polish pickup because there's stories and there's fun memories, but my goodness, there's too many polishes. And then I would let go of thinking that I need to keep full collections, because I don't, even though I, got them or bought them, however they came into my life as a full collection. They don't have to stay together. And that's a little bit of a hurdle for me to get over. But I was watching Hillary Mediocre Manny's do her destash video, her destash diaries, as she's calling them. So cute. I love her alliteration.
Yeah.
And, she had a great method of just sitting down and doing one drawer at a time, and then putting the polishes in a box for like 6 months or so, taking a look at them again to make sure she still feels the same way, and then just letting them go. And that's what I need to do, is look at the polishes as individual units rather than collections. So, yeah. What about you?
Like, it's hard for me. I do feel like there's probably quite a few polish pickups I could get rid of. I feel like, we were talking a little bit last time about, like, my one rock wall climbing polish that it's like, if I found the right person. Now, if I didn't have the right person, I don't think I would destash that. In fact, the more I've been thinking about it recently, the more I've been like, I should just wear that. I own that. I should just, even if I do give it to somebody else, like, it's totally safe. I mean, it should be totally safe. Unless you tamper with your polishes.
Yeah.
It's totally safe to give somebody your polish that you've already used. So yeah, a few of those. And I also think, honestly, like, I think there's quite a few Orleys that I own that I don't think I'd get rid of any of the creams.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's a reason for that, and I think that there's a good reason to keep any sort of, every nuance of red, every nuance of blue. Those are evergreen, in my opinion, for nail polish and nail art. Although, according to my interview on Instagram with Caitlin V, she's like, don't use old and thick nail polish or else you'll bubble. And I'm like, well,
that's what I got.
It's just like your opinion, man. Which, by the way, I love Caitlin V. That was amazing that she helped me. But I did say in the video that I'm never going to do that. But there's the info for you.
There's the info.
I told you I'd give you the info, and there it is. I'm sure it works, but it ain't me. But yeah, like, I can think of a few polishes from, like, the spring collection, the Hopeless Romantic collection.
Yeah.
That I would get rid of. There's a blue in that collection, like an icy blue that stained, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
And why am I keeping it? There's a few polishes I've bought from TJ Maxx that I was like, ooh, I'll get this. And I brought it home, and I realized, like, there was a reason it was at TJ Maxx.
Yeah.
Hi, Shepherd.
Shepherd. Kitty cat time.
She wants to be on the podcast.
Hi, baby.
Do you want to see if I can handle you being on my lap while I talk? Because I usually can't, but come on. Here we go.
You have to meow. Say hi.
Say hi, Shep.
Meow.
She can't. She's happy now.
Okay.
Now she's just purring. So yeah, there's definitely a few of those. But like, that's the thing is that like, even though I'm like, oh, I feel like I should get rid of some of my specialty polishes, I honestly can't think of specialty polishes I want to get rid of.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking even that blue you just described, I'm like, oh, I did use that in a mani though, and it was really pretty.
Yeah, I didn't use it in a mani and never thought it was pretty, so it's easier for me. Opposites Attract from that collection is a specialty polish, and I really liked that one. I still don't know if I'm ever going to wear it in my life.
I'm looking right now at my Lisa Frank toppers. Like, gorgeous, beautiful, love them, worn them like once. Maybe. Not even all of them. Like 2 of them I've worn once. Like, what is that? Why sit in my house?
Yeah, why do I keep this? I think my big thing for me, one of my lowest drawers is just like all of my cheap, old, random drugstore buys.
I have that drawer too.
And I think I need to go through that one and be like, let's be realistic here, Steph. Like, are you ever, like, for instance, there was this, like, shard kind of, like, snow topper from the Sally Hansen, like, gel-like collection, whatever that one's called, like, perfect gel. It's not really gel. But, like, it was from that collection, and it, like, kind of looked like snowflakes. I mean, kind of looked like snowflakes. I was always a bit disappointed in it. And now I have Cirque Colors Snow Angel, and I'm like, I don't think I'm ever going to need snow often enough for me to ever completely use that. Right. And I'm always going to choose it over the Sally Hansen.
Yes.
There's a few of the Sally Hansen Miracle Gel. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Oddly enough, they're all Miracle Gels that I got, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use this, and I like never use them, and I don't even look at them, and I don't look for them, and I don't care. Yep.
My drawer with all like my old from middle and high school drugstore polishes that are honestly just like the same 3 colors over and over again. I went ahead and just put a dog bed in front of my Helmers, and I can't even get into that drawer. Like that's how unused they are. Like, why?
Why did I do this?
Why did I do that?
I did destash like most of my old polishes way before I ever started doing nail art. And I do regret that because I really enjoy, like, what did I used to have? But I did not destash my Bulgaria that I randomly had. And so I think that's good.
That's good.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're going to take a little cuticle break. Yeah. And then when we come back, we're going to answer an audience question from a very special audience member, very close to our heart. Hey everyone, it's Stephanie, and I'm here to remind you that we have a Patreon. So head on over to patreon.com/TwoLacqueredLadies to officially become a lackey. That's LACQUI lackey. Become a lackey today and get a special thank you on the next episode. Anyway, back to the show. All right, we are back. We are moisturized. We are in our lane. We are thriving. I again used my really gross bottle of oil. Danny just did a little dance, which I loved. Yeah.
This is my in my lane thriving dance.
You do look like you're in your lane thriving when you do that dance.
Speaking of oil, sorry, my brain is like all over the place. I used KB Shimmer Lemon Zest Sugar Scrub this morning, and I was smelling so lemony, so fresh. And then I used Orly's cuticle oil that they sent. It's like orange blossom scented. I smelled like a freaking citrus tree. I was having a great time.
That sounds fantastic.
It was great. I don't even like citrus, but I love the smell of citrus.
That's like the only scented cuticle oil I can use too.
It's so soft. Yeah, it's not too much. I have these cuticle roller tube things, which I love. Who makes this? I forget. Anyway, I get them from PPU, and they're like, this one's rose and passion fruit. It's so strong. It's good, but it's so strong that sometimes it's nice to just, like, chill a little with the scented stuff.
I remember when Orly sent out that cuticle oil in the Color Pass, Hillary specifically asked me how I liked it because she was like, I can hardly smell it. And I was like, oh, it smells very strong to me, but I can actually handle it.
Yes.
And honestly, I think it's because it's just orange oil. Like, here's mini tangent time. Essential oils are not going to cure cancer. They're not going to treat COVID. They're not going to make your kid behave better. However, sometimes when things are like scented with essential oil and people get mad because essential oils have a bad rap, which they should, sometimes that's for me. Because I react a lot better to essential oils than I do to something that is labeled fragrance.
Yes.
But I do want to say that it is when they are used for fragrance. As essential oils should be used as.
Yes, because that's what they are nice smelling things. Yeah. It's funny you mentioned that make your kids behave thing, though, because like, I have a Scentsy in my classroom, which I'm not supposed to. Don't tell on me. Everybody does. Who cares? Anyway, I swapped it out for some pumpkin spice wax this week, and like, I don't know, the kids were pretty good this week, and every one of them were like, it smells good in here, miss, this smells good in here. I'm like, okay, it's working. So maybe there might be something to it.
Actually, no, I did actually watch, like, I watched a documentary. I always am like, whatever, I'm like, I watched a documentary, don't think that I believed everything I heard in the documentary. However, yeah, aromatherapy can be a thing.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that essential oils can be used for, but like, you know, there are certain conditions and just ways of being that people try to use those oils for.
Yeah.
That isn't. But no, like, I do think that having like a really nice smell in your class can focus the kids. Almost, I feel like it might even be like a white noise kind of thing.
A little bit, yeah. Because I play lo-fi, and we have the Scentsy going. I keep the lights off and just have like some nice lamps around. I do everything I can to keep those animals calm. And it works most of the time.
Tranquilizer rifle behind the desk.
Yeah, really. Just a little blow dart.
You're not talking with your seatmate anymore, are you? But yeah, no, scents are great, and I do like essential oils for the purposes that.
Yes, but we also don't need to be slapped in the face every time we put on our cuticle oil. So thank you, Orly. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I really like that one. When I want a little treat.
Yeah.
A little treat and go, I can actually smell the thing. I do that. Okay, we have a very special audience question today, which comes to us from my husband next to me in the car this morning on our way to get food. But then he sent it to me on Discord. So, his question from my beautiful husband is, have you seen any nail polish recently that stands out outside of normal nail channels? For example, I recently started a game of Cyberpunk 2077, which allows nail art as a part of character customization, and realized that this was one of the few options that was actually visible in the game since it's a first-person shooter.
Makes sense. The one cosmetic that actually you can see.
I would like to take a moment to say, sick.
Yeah,
good job,
that's
Cyberpunk.
Cool. That is cool. I heard a lot of other issues with Cyberpunk, but nail polish ain't one of them. So this is an interesting question. I'm trying to think. It's always fun to see nail polish in media of any kind. So one of our favorite references is Sailor Moon gets her nails painted before putting the gloves on.
Yes, Sailor Moon says, paint your nails even if no one's gonna see it.
Yes. Probably one of my favorite nail polish scenes in a movie is from Holes, where she is painted. Have you ever seen Holes? Paints her nails this like bright cherry red. It's nail polish mixed with rattlesnake venom. And then she slaps the guy, the Mr. Sir, and his face swells up because she scratches him. And she goes, like, the line's like, don't worry, it's only dangerous when it's wet. And then slaps him. It's such a girl power moment. I know she's the bad guy, but I, big time crush on her. Wasn't that Sigourney Weaver, actually? Hang on.
Yes, that was. Yeah. I was going to ask you if it was the Sigourney Weaver character, which I'm almost certain it is.
It was Sigourney Weaver. Who doesn't want to dig holes anymore, Grandpa.
That's too damn
bad.
Message to Sigourney Weaver, if you're listening, anytime you would like to come over and slap me across the face with or without rattlesnake nail polish, my schedule's open.
Anytime you want, hun. We'll get you in.
We'll fit you in. Oh, I just love Sigourney Weaver.
Me too.
I forgot about that, and I thank you so much for reminding me of that. Because
we should watch Holes for one of our movie nights, because it has been a while since I've seen it, and it's a really good book/movie. Like, yeah. I think the movie actually does the book justice, which is not a common thing, I feel. So
no, that's pretty rare. I always talk about my favorite part, and this is not recent in the timeline of when it was created or when I saw it, but Suspiria has a moment where this character named Olga, who is one of my favorite characters ever in movie history, at one point she goes up to the main character Sarah and this other one, main character Susie, fake fan, and this other character Sarah, and she goes, I heard that names that start with the letter S are the names of snakes. And then her and this other chick go at each other. It's very, very funny, and honestly a very real girl moment. But later on, she is in her apartment and she's painting her nails with, it was made in 1970 something, and it is just thick red, just like, pre everything we know about nail polish. And when I started to get in the nail scene, like, all I ever wanted was to find, like, the perfect Olga red. And I have, like, a million polishes that I'm like, well, this is kind of it this way. This is kind of how it looks like when I watched it on this TV. But I think the colors were a little bit off. But this... Orly just released a pretty good Olga nail polish in Velvet Ribbon. You had another one, though, you were going to talk about.
We do watch some gun YouTube videos in this house. It is a Texas household, after all. And apparently, a lot of hobbyists like to use nail polish on their gun sights. I don't know. I guess it makes it easier to see, makes it brighter or something. I'm going to get an unexpected guest on the podcast. Explain to our audience what gun people use nail polish for.
Hello, is this thing on?
I can hear you.
Yeah, get closer to the mic.
Mostly for the front and rear sights. It's for, like, sight picture, basically.
What does that mean?
Normally, when you get a gun, it'll just be factory sights and or maybe, like, a hunk of dark plastic. And if it's dark outside, dark on dark, you can't really see anything. So some people will paint the front sight with, like, a little bit of orange or neon nail polish, and then the rear sight with maybe something else, so you have something to stand out against the blackness if it's dark.
Okay. Do you have a recommended brand polish that you'd like to...
I'm ashamed to say that a lot of the people that I watch use the cheapest that they can buy. And I'm like, oh, those cretins.
How dare you?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. There may be some decorating. I don't know. Maybe some people like to do some, like, scroll work or something, but not that I know of. It's mostly the sights.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm a little sick, too. That's why I'm... Bleh.
Okay. Well, they don't know what you normally sound like, so it's all good. So there you go, gun enthusiast. I recommend the Cirque Vice collection.
I was about to say, if you're gonna do it, just go all the way.
Just go all the way. Get yourself Electric Daisy. Get yourself Munchies.
Yes. Oh, I wish I could get myself more
Pyro.
Munchies.
Dude.
Pyro!
You will see everything, or whatever you need to see. I still don't really get it, but...
Actually, in Fallout, specifically Fallout 4, but and I don't think they had this in Fallout 3, but you could get glow sights, which was almost exactly what he was talking about, where like there was the back sight and the front sight, and they were like little glowy. So I could totally see what he's saying.
There you go.
In Fallout, I'm like, oh dang, like, well, the glow sight's not great, but it's better than no sight. So I'm on to it.
I'm trying to think of any other. I guess, well, Hillary and no doubt Big Trout have experimented with painting fishing lures with nail polish. I think.
Yeah,
that's another way you can use it.
Yeah, the other thing that I've seen in Final Fantasy XIV, there are a few different press-ons, basically, that you can get in the game for your character. They stand in, like, there's a hand slot on your character that is for gloves or something, and they stand in for the hand slot. They're like your glove slot. And one of them is, like, talons, like, big stilettos.
Yeah.
And the other one's just kind of like a nice, like long but not too long oval, quote, natural nail shape. And you could dye them different colors. Unfortunately, you can't put any art on them, but when I did get into nail art, which is shortly after I got into Final Fantasy XIV, I was like, oh my god, I can do my nails. Yes.
That is exciting. I like that.
Yeah, I wish, because I actually asked Kelli Marissa a question not unlike this, like maybe not years ago, maybe years ago, I have no idea, for one of her fun fact questions, and she answered it, and I said, do you have any favorite manicures from media that people have worn in movies or TV, or that you've seen? Do you notice them on YouTube videos or whatever? And she answered yes, and that she keeps a folder full of, like, her favorite manicures that she sees. But she didn't talk about any of them.
Release the folder, Kelli. What's
Release
in
the
there?
Folder.
And is it all Taylor Swift?
Yes. Yeah, I was telling Danny that, like, Taylor Swift has really short nails, but I feel like every time I watch a Taylor Swift video, which I only do because of Nikki's nails, I tend to notice her nail polish. And it looks good.
Yeah, no, she's always got them painted, which is, I appreciate that. I like seeing paint on nails no matter the length.
I heard allegedly that she does her nails herself.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, which, like, I mean, yeah, like, so do I. Yeah.
I guess, I know, it's funny being in this hobby, because I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't you? But I guess a lot of people, even if they have a basic manicure, still, like, go get their nails done a lot of times, which is fine. It's just funny, like, we're so inundated in this hobby that we kind of forget, like, that's maybe it's more normal to have someone else paint your nails, especially when you're a celebrity, than to just paint them yourself.
I feel like if I was going to have painted nails for an event, like, any time before, like, I really got into the hobby, I would have gone and gotten them done, because I'd be like, oh, when I do it at home, it's so messy, and it's all like this, and it doesn't look good, so I need a professional. And nowadays, I'm like, I don't know if I want that person touching my nails.
Yeah. Now I'm like, I'll do them.
Yeah, like, are you gonna buff my nail, or what are you gonna do? And then, like, yeah, is there toluene in your top coat? Probably not, because it'd be bad for you.
But I need my toluene.
Anyway, I think this is enough for today. Thank you all so much for joining us for this kind of lazy, loungy, whatever episode that we have just had.
Please check out our YouTube channel and leave a comment with your favorite moment, a story to share, and of course, any questions you'd like us to answer in future episodes.
Be sure to check out Danny and I on Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, and the Patreon. I am Fanatic here. She is Danny Shout. All of our links are in the description. Join us next time when we ignore this entire episode and buy more specialty polishes.
Stay lacquered.